Capo Daniel, this is Princess Harriet. The problem is that your inconsistency and instability has caused a lot of confusion and pain on our people. You've made people to think that the whole idea of this internet government of an online republic is something that is important, except for the fact that it is not being run the right way now. You know that the whole idea at this point was put in place in Zaria, in your presence. They put the whole government, internet government, to conceal fraud, to conceal Milan's theft and embezzlement. So that was a terrible, faulty foundation. And as a matter of fact, evil foundation. If just for that reason alone, you know that there is nothing good that can ever come out of it, okay? So please stop deceiving Southern Cameroonians. Sometimes I think that you are very confused, but at other times I think that you're playing some games too. You're manipulating the people. That is, no matter what you're doing, it is so unfair, Capo. Our people are dying. Our people are dying. Yesterday I spoke with some people at home and they just said the pain is unbelievable. The IDPs in the bushes, there was this heavy rainfall yesterday that many of them were soaked, and it's just so sad. Many are sick, many are dying. This dictator Paul Biya is not relenting his effort at all to send his evil soldiers right into the bushes to kill our people. Unfortunately, he is using our own people. The Atanganjis, the Milans, the Sakos, the Anus, the Sisikos, the Ekemas. All this bunch of people are so evil, Capo, and you know it. When you're talking about this APNC, you were in Zaria. You are so unstable. You criticize that the faulty foundation that was put in place in Zaria was put in place by hand-picked country heads by Milan Atam. And today, the same evil people who were with you in Zaria and put in place this monster that is killing our people are the same people organizing the so-called APNC. And you know it is because the Zaria job has not been completed. They have not killed every single Southern Cameroonian yet. And they have to do everything to make sure that they complete that job. Unfortunately, they will not. I know they will keep attempting, but we'll keep losing our people until we Southern Cameroonians stand up and say no to this gang of thieves, murderers, embezzlers put in place by Milan. So you've made people to think that they either have to belong to the internet government or they will have to lean with Milan and reign in hell. You are not clearly telling people that both are Milan's offsprings from Zaria. When I say that, you say, oh, talking about Milan so much makes him important. You are really damn stupid to ever say something like that, that an evil person, because you talk about them, it makes them important. Satan is very popular, okay? So if we're talking about Milan, who is equal to Satan in this revolution, yes, everybody knows that name Milan, but they know him as Satan, just like the whole world knows Satan. It doesn't make Satan important. So please, be careful when you judge things. Others who truly care for the freedom of Southern Cameroons, because I see this Zaria, Mafia, IG, and APNC, and so on, all they really care about now, it's not even about liberating Southern Cameroons or the freedom of Southern Cameroons. All they care is who is collecting what money in which angle and doing what evil on the ground. So if we really do not see that we have to refocus on how to free our people and free our homeland, then it's really sad that our people are losing lives daily and we're not focused on how to help and support them. Instead, we're fighting to govern in the air. It's so sad. But let me tell you something. I know everybody talks about self-defense, but I doubt how many people really take time and pay attention to the phrase self-defense and what it actually means, because there are so many people who think self-defense is what is going to give independence, although I'd rather call it freedom, because what we're fighting for is freedom. If we're going to have what they call independence and we're not free and we have evil people like Sisiko and Sako still manipulating and killing and causing all the confusion that they're causing with evil people in the back like Milan, then I don't call that, it's not important. If we can't be free, if we're not fighting for freedom, then it is not important. And I've always asked this question after talking to professionals and experts in this. I asked what is the difference? I hear some people talking about self-determinations and others talk about restoration and independence and so on. How do we, what are we actually doing? What is the roadmap? Nobody really gives a very clear answer. And each of these, we're hoping to achieve freedom, but it is going to be done in a different way if we pick which route. If you're fighting to achieve freedom through what we call restoration, then they have the different ways that we have to prosecute the revolution. And if we are fighting for self-determination, it is also another route. But it seems as if nobody even really sits down and pays attention. People just say self-defense. And of course, self-defense, we must defend ourselves because we were attacked. So there is no going around that. We have to defend ourselves. But to sit back and think that every day we will use these damn guns as if we're still in the 17th century and fight a 21st century trained army, I think we're just really joking. And most of the people who say self-defense is what will give us the independence, when you go to contributions, they're giving $20, $50, $100. Seriously, every now and then, that's what... I mean, what do you think we can do with that? Even if we get a lot of money and support our boys, we know that it is not a one-time thing, and it has to be consistent, and it has to be a serious, reasonable amount, just like the ones that the thieves in the internet government, the Sako, they collected with their scam of my trip to Boya and swallowed it. So we will have to find a way to mobilize the people again to actually support that self-defense. But trust me, self-defense alone is not going to cut it. It's not going to do it. So we need to synergize and involve other routes like the diplomacy and the legal. And I will repeat, legal. Look at the dictator, Paul Biya himself, knows that this is the 21st century and he needs to make use of international law. That is why he secured himself 2 law firms that are defending his genocidal crimes. And we are here playing around thinking that we can do this on our own. We can't. We really cannot. So I'll tell the people on ground zero, tell our people on ground zero that when you continue to listen to crazy people like the Eric Tatos, you are driving yourselves into the grave. And if you continue to hang on to this idea of a government, you are again killing yourselves, because think of when this idea of a government was first introduced and see How many lives have been lost? How many innocent people has La République du Cameroun killed ever since they introduced the so-called internet government? So you, the people on ground zero who are so stuck to the idea of a government that is slaughtering and murdering you, you have yourself to blame, okay? Nobody should say they did not know. This thing that they call IG, internet government, is out to slaughter you. You must stay away from it in self-defense. I don't care what you think, but for your safety, I will tell you. And to the people in the diaspora, this so-called IG has taken people in the diaspora as cash cows, and they are milking the cash out of Southern Cameroonians in the diaspora in every way. They'll deceive people that local government area by local government area, or county by county, my trip to Boya. All of these things are these thieves who have systematically put people in places, position their accounts in ways that you contribute everything, it turns around and goes back to them. Yet we keep contributing without asking the question, how am I in charge of this local government area, and another person is in charge of this local government area? People are contributing money, yet we're not seeing the serious AK-47s on the ground. People are still dying in the bushes of malaria, hunger, and all sorts of things. And in the end, how are we going to synchronize all of this and be free and have our nation? People just keep... These people will push this thing forever, okay? Because they're making money out of it.